All right, so for our names or your word of choice or initials that you're going to use, I think 3 to 4 letters is ideal. So if your name is longer than that, you can most definitely shorten it or choose something else. Just keep it appropriate. I'm using my initials on this example, and I'm doing block letters. So yesterday you were supposed to practice writing in different fonts. It needs to be a thick font so you can color it in and it's not just a line. So something to give you some space and turn that letter into a shape. So I've already filled in my triangle 1, and as you can see, I used my C, like my fold right here. So this diagonal fold, my letters touch that fold, and it touches this fold down here at the bottom. So yes, a C doesn't normally be drawn like that. An M doesn't normally go up like this and get larger as it goes out. But that's what I'm wanting you to do for this piece. It's going to make it look more abstract, okay, instead of just real. And then if you were to not use the folds, then you'd have these gaps in here too. So going all the way from fold to fold, making sure your letters touch fold to fold is going to help your piece look solid and smooth together and there not be any gaps to it. And it's going to make it easier to draw in the next triangle. So I'm going to flip my words upside down, or my letters upside down now, to draw in triangle 2. So what I did was I kind of lightly drew a line right here to give me, okay, so this is how wide my C is. So I'm going to go ahead and draw this line a little darker. Now this line doesn't go all the way up. Right here, there's that gap in my C. So I need to remember that. I'm going to draw this, which is the top of my C. It's just flipped upside down. It goes along that fold. And then to find the inside, I just kind of lightly drew a line. Okay, so this is where the inside is. So it lines up. And then I can draw this part in here. So this little piece that goes up as part of my C, I kind of came down here. Didn't really touch my paper a whole lot, just barely, to give myself some guidelines so I know where to draw my C, because I want it to mirror as much as possible and be as exact as possible, just flipped upside down, right? So then I move over to my M. This is where my M starts. I'm going to draw all the way to the fold. Same for right here. I'm going to draw all the way up. Now I know I have this little corner right here. So here's the point of my M. Just lightly dragging my pencil straight down so I know, okay, this is where the point of my M is, down here at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and draw this leg of my M. Now I could also use a ruler right here to get some nice straight lines, but I'm just going slow and taking my time. And I'm trying to mirror this part as much as possible. So that's just going to come down a little lower than where that dot was. This part might come down to meet that dot, or maybe be up a little higher. Okay, so again, I just want it to mirror as much as possible. Now when I say the letters need to touch, this is what I mean right here. They need to be touching each other on that fold, so there's not a gap. Okay. I'm going to go all the way up to my fold, about halfway, or a little less than halfway. Draw along my fold, coming down. Figure out where the inside of my C needs to be. Okay. Coming. And then I'm going to finish up my C just like that. So it is mirrored as much as possible to the top. Okay, now if you notice that's like a little off, like this one's here is a little longer than this one, that's okay. If you notice it and it really bothers you, then just fix it. Erase. Okay, you don't have to draw dark. You don't have to push down hard with your pencil or anything like that. So just erase, and then you can fix it. So that's what you're going to do in each 2 triangles. So you can rotate your paper, do that again here. Rotate your paper, do that again right here, and then again here. Now when you're getting ready to turn, so this was straight, it just flipped upside down, but now I'm getting ready to turn my letters a little bit. I still need them to touch and line up, but now they're going to take an angle. But now this time they're going to be upright. They're not going to be upside down. They're not going to be backwards or anything like that. Okay, they're just going to make a 90-degree turn. About like so. So this is where it might get a little off and it might not look the exact same. There's starting to get some differences and some mistakes. That's okay. You just want to aim to get it as much the same as possible. So again, if you look like way over here at my first one, this is a lot wider on my first one than I have it right here. So maybe I'm going to go back and do some erasing and change that. But you're just going to mirror and flip it upside down and then rotate it at a 90-degree angle. Mirror it upside down, rotate it at that 90-degree angle. Make sure your letters are touching each other on that fold and your letters go all the way from fold to fold.